Todd, I don't know what to say to you after that game tonight. I think, quite honestly, we were absolutely robbed. I was in line with the when you scored the fourth goal. To me, it was over the line. Everybody in the arena behind the goal seemed to think it was over the line, except for the referee and the line judge, the goal judge. Rather, says, what was your feelings on that?
Well, I mean, obviously, I shot the puck and I felt it went in pretty conclusively. I mean, the guy made a good catch with his glove, but his glove was clearly over the line. But I mean, we're fighting for our lives right now, and it just seems like, to get a break, we got our own goal judge, can't make a call on it, and apparently the linesman made a call on it well from the far blue line. So, don't know, but I mean, call's not going to change. But like you had mentioned earlier, that was a point that we really needed. We're clawing for our lives here.
And deserved, because we played really well tonight.
Yeah, we've been criticised lately, probably the last 3 weeks, for not playing very good hockey. And I think rightfully so. It didn't seem that things were clicking and things weren't going right, and some teams ran a few scores up on us. And I've always insisted that the guys are working hard and coming. And tonight was a case that it was back to old ways, and it looked like all night that we had the opportunity to win that hockey game. I mean, we went up 2-0. They tied up. We went up 3-2 again. We went down. Thought we tied it up at 5, and then went and hit the crossbar at the end again and stuff like this. So, I mean, it was a team that didn't give up and played a good hockey game, but I mean, still lost, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty hard to take, because I felt in the second period they had lost their discipline and they were on the ropes at that time. I felt.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it in the dressing room quickly after, and anytime you're in the box for 13 minor penalties and stuff like this, I mean, the only thing I can say is, we got a guy at the hospital right now with probably going to get a back confirmed concussion. Got a guy with his lip split right up to his nose and stuff like this. No penalties, and we're getting in the box for niggly little tiny stuff that's inconsequential to the game and stuff like this. But you know what? That's the way the referee sees it. That's the way he wants to call it. I mean, it's not going to change his mind. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be a baby about it and complain. I mean, just very frustrating when we're seeing this. This spot. I understand Capital's got a point tonight, so that makes it even more difficult. And a point or a win against this big team would have set us on our way. But very, very disappointed tonight.
Yeah, now we've got Nottingham here tomorrow. Another big game, another hard game. But they're all hard at this time of the season, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, teams are all getting into playoff gear and stuff like this, and we've seen teams like Belfast and Cardiff and Coventry, they're all tuning up, and Braehead came in here and played really well. So I expect nonetheless from Nottingham, they're a good hockey team. Probably one of the best hockey teams in the league, and it's going to be another tough game tomorrow. But we're just going to have to keep going with our game plan, and we're short a few bodies, but all teams get injuries. We'll just have to fight through it and keep trying to play well.
Would it be fair to say that Tim will be out tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't think that I'll be putting Tim on the ice again this weekend. No. Unfortunately for us, but I mean, obviously we'll know more in a couple hours, but Tim's health is way more important than a game of hockey. So we'll find out, and then we'll make a statement on that once we know a little bit more.
How's Jamie Wilson coming along? Is he almost ready to come back?
Yeah, he had a wee bit setback. He came out for a skate, and his shoulder wasn't as strong as we thought it was in physio and stuff like this. So it was another week been set back. But I think that if we give him another week here, hopefully we can get him back in the lineup, because just as he got hurt there, I mean, he's playing some of his best hockey of the year, and obviously we're going to need another forward back there, So.
Yeah. Well, it's really hard to take tonight. I'm absolutely livid. I don't know how you must be feeling. And it's we'll just have to bounce back tomorrow and see if we can get something against Nottingham.
That's it, Alan. I mean, these things happen. I mean, obviously I'm a bit down right now on reflection. I mean, we'll be a bit frustrated and stuff. But hey, like I said, you get bounces sometimes happen your way, and sometimes they go against you. But
the good thing it was a good performance.
Yeah, it was a really good performance by the guys tonight.
We should concentrate on that rather than the what ifs.
Yeah, I think the guys played really well tonight. So hopefully we can just find a way to win some hockey games.
Well, thanks for taking the time out, Todd. You must be really disappointed. I know I am. And we'll look forward to 2 points tomorrow.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, guys.
Danny, I've just been talking to Todd, and bitterly disappointed in an atrocious decision by the referee when they chalked off what should have been the equalised goal.
Yeah, it's a tough one to swallow tonight. I thought the boys played well. But, I mean, I don't want to go into the referee's decisions or whatever, but think goal judge played a part in that too as well. And if people are unsure about the rules, then I don't know if they should be back there. I don't know. It's frustrating. I mean, the puck was clearly a foot over the line. But even if it's in his glove, it's still a goal.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to hit the back of the net to be a goal, but whatever. I mean, there's other contributing factors. I mean, we can analyze it all we want, but we're shorthanded 13, 14 times tonight. I mean, it's tough to win games against a top team when you're shorthanded half the game almost. So, but you know what? The effort is there. The guys put in a good performance. We just came up a little short at the end.
But some of the decisions were questionable, to say the least, and that's what we've got to put up with, I'm afraid, isn't it? We just have to come back stronger tomorrow.
Yeah, you know, tomorrow's a new day. We can't dwell on this, and then, you know, because if you're still dwelling about this when you play the Nottingham Panthers, it's going to be a long night. So we got to put in the same performance, try to stay 5-on-5 a little bit more. You know, Nottingham's coming in and they get, you know, great power play. So we just got to compete and battle. You know, we might be a little short tonight. We have a couple of injuries tonight, which isn't going to help our cause. And, you know, losing Maxi in that third period really killed us.
Yeah.
You know, all of a sudden we're down to 4 back there, and I have to drop back. And, you know, it hurts us. You know, Maxi's a big part of our team, and especially when you're trying to hold on to a lead. But, you know what, we just came up a little short. You know, credit to them. They kept coming, and they didn't pack it in. So, you know, that's the way it goes sometimes.
But let's take the positive from the game. We played really well tonight, much better than we've played the last few games. I spoke to you last week and you said we need to play for the 60 minutes. Well, you got that tonight. And
yeah.
I felt we deserved to take something from that.
Yeah, I know. We were competing all night. Yeah. The effort was there, and unfortunately the last 4 weeks the effort hasn't always been there, and that's something that this team can never afford to do. You know, we've talked about in the past, we're a little bit outclassed, a little bit outskilled most nights, and to stay in games we got to compete and keep things simple, and we did that tonight, and you know, that's a good team over there, and like I said, you give them, I mean, I don't know what the final number was, but I'm sure it was over 10 power plays. They're gonna hurt you at some point, and that's what happened, and again we fell a little short.
Yeah. Well, we'll just another tough one tomorrow, but if we keep the same intensity, the same attitude, then who knows, we could come away with 2 points.
Yeah, I mean, if you put in the effort and compete like that, you always give yourself a chance to win it, and that's what we have to do. We have to, and you know, being realistic, it's going to be a tough one tomorrow night. Nottingham Panthers are a good hockey club. They got a lot of skill, and we have to have the effort, but we also got to, you know, touch up on those mental mistakes that we're making, those individual mistakes that are costing us goals, and it seems to be 2-3 times a game that are costing us goals, and especially games when we're in, and we got to clean those up sooner rather than later, and to close games out, which we've had a tough time doing this year, and yeah, I mean, that's just that's the way it goes sometimes.
Donny, thanks for taking your time. I know we're very disappointed, but on the positive side, we played well, and rolling tomorrow where we can, you know, try and reverse the scoreline.
Yeah, new day tomorrow. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.